I'll try the other buttons before I figure out what the fuck how to get my gun out. I don't care.
No, you don't have a gun yet. We don't have our battle inventory yet.
But why? Why, dude? Why?
It's literally a circle, just a white circle.
Why, Bill?
There's exactly one angle where there's sunlight, and there's a white circle in every other instance.
Why? Oh, God!
Hey, Patty.
What, Agent York?
Oh, dude!
Felt like saying that.
Oh, it's over!
Yeah, we lost it. Thank
Patty,
you.
What's that?
That tree? Or the water tower?
That thing I'm pointing at. That.
What are you pointing at?
What?
That thing. Right there, Patty.
Just tell
That,
me what it is.
that thing I sent you.
How am I supposed to know which that you're referring to? Oh, you're goofing on me, ain't you?
Patty, you live in a very peaceful town.
You sure about that? 'Cause I'm not.
I think we're over with
It's
the
a beautiful
talk.
day, Patty.
Not quite.
Seems kind of
I mean,
normal to
Was that a new one?
Now
Yeah,
that
it's a
you
little
mention
new.
it, Yes, it is a normal day. I just felt like saying that.
What? You know, sometimes you really get on my nerves. Hey, Agent York.
Yes?
Is that... Sorry, never mind. I think I was just seeing things.
Nothing else, dude. It's just. I hope it just keeps repeating itself.
You hear that, right?
Yep,
That's
I know
the
the song.
theme to the first game.
Yes.
Cool.
That's when everything relaxed.
That
UFO.
melody always gets stuck in my head.
Yes, it's
what's-
a devilish song, isn't it?
UFOs?
Just be
Balloons.
quiet.
Balloons? Hot air balloons?
Yeah.
By the way,
it's
Patty,
balloons.
what do you usually
Here we
do
go.
when you're at home?
We're gonna sit this one out.
I'm gonna sit. I'm just gonna walk around for a
Okay.
minute.
I figured that since we're working
Well, get near
together
the
now,
entrance at
it'd be a
least.
good idea to
Don't
follow
or
all
do?
around you.
Dude.
Should an
We're-
adult male
we're gonna
like
steal
you
that
really
car
be
later.
asking a little
The
girl
big one?
that
Yeah, I'm calling
question?
it. We're gonna steal it
Feel like I heard a
later.
story
Wait a minute.
about-
Let me look at the. Oh!
I knew it. I tricked you. I'm sorry. I knew. I knew. I knew.
Fucking bitch.
I knew.
Let me look at the car. Let me just look at the
It's a
car.
pretty nice car. Corvette, maybe?
No, license plate. Remember, like the other game?
Oh, nah, they're not going to repeat the same trick again. It's a beautiful song. Do you remember the name of the song?
No. I don't really care. I'm upset right now.
The name is Beautiful Something. I can't
Hey,
remember the
let's
name
chat.
of it.
Want to hear about all the depraved serial killers I've encountered so far?
No, thank you.
What is
Get
that, dude?
said.
That's not a.
That looks like a flying saucer made
There's
to
two of
look...
them.
No, it's a hot air balloon made to look like a flying saucer. Because it has the 3 little dots underneath. Right? Stop trying to look under her skirts.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to look at these flying saucers.
Yeah, they have like little boxes attached, right? Okay, I bet you when we get a gun, we can
That
shoot them for
melody always
items.
gets stuck in my head.
Yes, it's a devilish song, isn't it?
Just
Just the
be
water tower.
quiet.
Alright.
I
I'm
think
gonna
we're
go
good.
save, I guess.
Oh yeah, the thumbs. Hey, there's the cop car again. Alright, that's the cop van.
Yeah.
Also promoting shrimp.
I gotta go all the way down.
Yeah, it's weird, huh? Wait, how did we lose $1,000? We only had 600. Put okay. I want to see what our cash is at.
$200.
Okay, so we lost 100, not 1,000.
Oh. Oh, whatever. Hey, buddy.
There's our gun. What's up,
It's like a
Mel?
zombie.
What's up, Mel?
Mr. York, that was mighty quick.
Oh, I think they were trying to dap him for a minute.
Special agent does it again. You sure don't waste any time. I bet my CLG's got a lot to learn from you. By the way, Mr. York, looks to me like you
See?
aren't packing anything.
Here's our gun.
Okay, then.
Here's our gun.
Alright, thanks.
I was on vacation in New Orleans before I happened to stop by here.
Well, shoot, that won't do. Here, I got something I think you'll like.
I wonder if it's full ammo, like infinite ammo.
I call him Mr. Alligator.
Okay.
That ass, ain't
It's
it?
an interesting color.
It's a tranquilizer gun for the gay.
What?
Oh. So this is Metal Gear Solid 3.
A non-lethal gun made for self-defense. It can only be
I'm okay with that.
It can only fire rubber bullets. Is it infinite? Because the
Alright,
other gun,
let's find out.
the other 9mm for the previous game was infinite.
Yeah, but that had actual bullets.
Yeah, but it was infinite.
And here's a radio.
That's our quick
With this,
teleport.
you won't have to worry about any expensive roaming fees.
Yeah, but it only goes so far.
Might take you a while to get used to them, but you'll get it. Try letting them rip a few times. Ain't no need to hold back out here.
Do you remember how many bullets it took to destroy a crate in the first game?
Like 12.
Correct. And you wanted to go to M12 first. We would have missed our gun. Our gun.
Maybe we would have got one over there.
There's a dog.
There we go. This is for the squirrels.
It is for the squirrels, you're
My
right.
chance.
Okay, so there it is.
Fire,
Point gun, aim, fire, load.
This is my chance.
Go ahead.
Point gun. That's not point gun.
I don't see any ammo anywhere. Oh, never mind. There it is. Right? 10 out of 200.
Shit.
Why are
I have 200.
Why are we standing like that? You see it, right?
I don't know why he's like that. He's just like
It's
that.
very look. He's like
Yeah,
he's like crouched over. It's very strange. Very strange.
This time I only took one bullet to shoot the crates down.
Good. Good. That's a good change made from the first game.
Creeping weapon.
But it's not infinite.
For a tranquilizer gun, it really packs a punch.
That's fine. We shouldn't.
But I'm
need
afraid I'll decline. After all, this town is peaceful, isn't it?
Now what fucking crazy ass squirrels robbing you?
And they did rob us. And there was a blue one.
And a guy's punching people.
The humans are,
Oh, wait a minute.
but the animals,
Told you.
are a different story. Remember what I named it? There's some real mean-ass gators out there in the
Oh,
swamps.
I think
And
it's
every
squirrels.
now and then, they wander into town.
What?
One of them even went and ate a kid once.
What?
It was a long time ago, but still, one chomp's all it takes. They swallow down every last bit of you.
Okay.
Poor kid's parents didn't even know what to put in his coffin.
Oh god. Put the alligator. Get the alligator and put that in the
The
coffin.
worst part is,
Probably too
they
big.
taught the gators just how tasty we humans are. So now, those suckers just attack on sight.
Hmm.
Man-eating crocodiles will feast tonight.
What is wrong with this dude?
He really likes TV movies.
You know he's fibbing, right? Gators don't attack folks. I never heard about no kid getting swallowed by a gator.
Actually, Patricia, you're wrong.
Yeah, they actually eat people.
What?
Gators do attack people, and it could happen in any town.
That is true.
Huh?
Huh?
Alligator, 1980, directed by Louis Teague.
You got one guy talking about movies, you got the other guy talking about TV
It
shows.
takes place in the Midwest, I believe. A teenage girl's pet alligator gets flushed down the toilet. Then, in the sewer, it feeds on the corpses of dogs that were used as test subjects for an experimental
Ew.
growth formula. After growing over 30 feet, it finally starts to go after humans. It's an extremely edifying movie. Back when I first saw it, I had a pet hamster.
Hey, Agent York. What's your first order of business? You're in charge now, remember?
Well said, Patricia. I nearly lost sight of my true goal.
Not true, though.
Melvin, I couldn't help but notice the name on the side of that truck.
Prawn
The
place,
facility
right?
is connected to
Yeah.
the victim, isn't it?
How are you gonna whisper it with the wrong hand? You're supposed to have the hand covered, hiding away from his face.
I reckon I better start from there. I'm gonna tell it to you straight right from the beginning, Mr. York. As you guessed, this warehouse is run by the Clarksons. The victim's father, Danny Clarkson, is the one who manages the whole place. Okay, but why did he choose to store her body in his own warehouse, right? Well, that's because there ain't no other place to store it.
That makes sense.
Our town has a clinic inside a church, but no more.
Has a clinic inside a church. There's no morgue in this town?
So it must be subsidized to like a bigger city somewhere else.
That's weird.
Whenever
It is
someone
weird.
kicks the bucket, we just bury him in the graveyard right outside of town.
It must be a really small town.
Yeah, that's a really
Despite the
small
hundreds of buildings we saw in the Vista.
But not this time. We got a murder on our hands this time. We need to give Lisa's body an autopsy and keep it stored, right?
Right.
So we had no choice but to rent out a corner of this warehouse.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
So they didn't really bury the body.
They found it and they preserved it here.
Yes. Okay. So when that lady at the very beginning, the agent, gave the letter, the picture to York.
So then something happened to the body after?
I don't know, but she was like, they stored the body in the ice, and he was.
They made
like,
it seem like they just found it again.
Yeah.
But we're seeing it here.
Maybe I don't know.
I see.
Interesting.
So that's what led to the ingenious choice to store the victim's body in a facility that her family owns.
Because he was like, oh, they found her just like they were like, we defrosted her, and it was just as if she just died that day. It was so pristine, preserved.
That's interesting.
Anywho, this is where the real story begins. Truth is, a few days before you got here, Lisa's body went missing.
Interesting.
Yeah. All of a sudden, poof.
No one had that under
Did
surveillance?
you leave the warehouse unlocked?
I most certainly did not. I locked the whole place up and made sure no one could get inside. No one stole the original key, and I couldn't find any fingerprints.
How could you steal a body that big in ice?
That's a good question. Well, maybe it wasn't in ice.
So, in other words...
I don't think anyone has the means to do that.
Mystery.
I think they just kept her... Like in a morgue, right? You don't put a body on ice in a morgue. You put it in a cold place.
But that's what I'm saying. They had her in ice. Remember in the very beginning, they were chainsawing.
That might have been after the fact.
No, this is
because we don't know how she was preserved in the facility before.
But ice. No, she died.
We know that's at the end. We don't know maybe if there was something before that.
What do you mean?
Why would you preserve a body in a giant block of ice?
That's what they
How
did.
is that even feasible?
That's what they did.
No,
they were like,
we
don't have a morgue, so we had to put her in this frozen place.
But not in ice. Just
no,
in
that
place.
was the ice, though.
Well, we'll see.
The body of a beautiful young girl walks that bit. Hey.
Didn't even reach. It's fine.
All right, CLG. Reckon I should have told you about this earlier when you first said you wanted to come here. It just didn't seem like the time or place as I remember.
Jesus Christ.
Anywho, how about we call it a day and head back to my office?
I like the way you think.
The files there.
No, thank you.
Oh, God, no.
Not what I came to investigate.
But Lisa's body isn't here anymore. You sure?
There's always
That
evidence
doesn't bother me one bit, Melvin. You see, I met a skeletal gentleman on my way here, and he was kind enough to give me an oracle.
Oh, the picture.
The shaman, yeah.
The shaman.